Thank you for joining me today again. This is our second math lesson, and we're going to finish off our count to 10 by adding 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 today. So, what you'll need today for the lesson is you'll need some crayons or markers if you prefer, glue stick or tape if you prefer, some scissors, we're gonna do a little cutting, some old envelopes if you can find them. I just went through my junk mail pile and I took out all the envelopes that I didn't need. Nothing fancy at all, just took out all old magazines, old envelopes. You need some junk mail like this. Any type of junk mail that you can cut things out of. And for my advanced crew, you will need some note cards. We're going to be doing something with some note cards today, all right? So I hope you guys are just as excited as I am today. So for the advanced crew, you will be working on doing your own thing today, and I will be working more with my friends who are still working on the numbers 1 through 10. So what you're going to do is you're going to make note cards, and on your note cards you're going to spell out your numbers, you're going to write your numbers, you're going to draw the quantities of some items, and you're also going to write what that item is. I know that sounds like a lot, but watch. So my example was 1. I wrote 1, O-N-E. And then on the back, I drew a broom, and I wrote 1 broom. For bigger numbers, I did 8, E-I-G-H-T. I drew 8 napkins, and I wrote 8 napkins. Now, parents, what I want you to do for our advanced fellows, our advanced students, is do not help them spell the words. Allow them to use their sounding out mechanism to figure out how to spell words, because that's how they are going to construct words. It is okay for the word not to be spelled correctly. The way they hear it is the way we want them to write it, okay? I know that's going to be hard, but bear with me. I promise there's light at the end of this tunnel. All right, now for our other kiddos, we are going to still be working on 0 through 10. And we are also going to do a really fun activity. So what we are going to do is we're going to take our envelopes that we have. Right, I have my envelopes. And we are going to write the numbers on our envelopes. So if this is going to be my number 1, I'm going to write the number 1 on it. Up, down, across. All right? Then I'm going to put one item inside. So I see there's one burger on this paper. Has some pickles and everything I like. Okay, so this is my 1 burger. So I'm going to put my 1 burger inside my 1 envelope. So I know there's only 1 item in here. And I'm going to do that for all 10. But before we get all the way to 10, let's head over to review our numbers. So our first numbers that we worked on yesterday, we talked about was 0. And today we're going to talk about why this is so important, and you're going to see why it's important. So remember, this is 0. What comes after 0? All right, 1. Remember, this is the number 1. Up, down, and over. Up, down, and over. All right, that is the number 1. What's the next number? All right, the number 2. So 2, I like to make this number backwards when I'm teaching it to my kiddos. I like to go over and up. Over and up, because it's I don't know. I just felt like it's a little bit better of a movement to go over and then all the way up instead of going all the way down and over. It's just, it flows better to me. Then we have our number 3. All right. So number 3 is like 2 C's together or an M on the side. So it goes hoop and hoop. Hoop and hoop. That is our number 3. Now, our number 4. Remember, there's how many ways? There's 2 ways to make the number 4. Down, over, and down. Or line, over, up. All right, whatever you prefer. I prefer down, over, and line. And then you have this beautiful 4, and it's one movement. Up, down, across. Up, down, across. And this down is a slant. So, and then we have the beautiful fat 5. All right, so you go over, down, and hoop. And how some of my kids who struggle with this go is they make a C first, make this C first, and then from that C they go up and over. It helps them out a really lot when they're dealing with this big old fat number, as I call them. So that is the number 5. So the next number after 5 in our sequence to 10 is the number, oh, did you say 6? The number 6. Here we go. This is the number 6. He is confused with the number 9 all the time. He does not like it, and he said we look nothing alike. All right, so the number 6, it goes down and around. So it's almost like a slant. So you go slant down and around. So I call it a curly. I don't know if you guys do curlies, but a curly. It's a little curly. That's the next number. So what's after 6? All right, 7. Now 7 is a monster. Look at her. She's beautiful. She just goes down, over and down, over and down. Some people make a little hoop click right here to go down a little bit. That's okay if you want to be unique. But I just go over and slant down. This is a very beautiful number. And she has attitude. I think 7's a girl. All right, the number 8. This is the snowman. He is the fat snowman. He's missing his head. Maybe we can give it to him one day. But it's 2 beautiful circles. This is the 2 pieces of his body. It's his midsection and his bottom. So this is the snowman. His head melted off. Oh, that was a good one. I agree. All right, and this is the number 9. On a keyboard, the number 9 looks a lot different. I am not a perfectionist at writing the number 9, but I did attempt it. It's one of those numbers that we just don't get along with making it. I don't get along with making it the keyboard way. So this is the way that it's made on the keyboard, sort of. Should have extended this out a little bit more. But this is what you'll see on a keyboard. All right, and this is what you'll typically see in class. This is a 9. I teach it with a circle and a line down. Yep, almost like a B or a D, depending on how you think about it. Okay, a lowercase. Then this is the number 10. The number 10. All right, so we go up, down, across, and then a big circle. So this is the number 10. And do you see this? This is a what? A 0. So it's a 1 and a 0. So a little bit more advanced, this is 10. This is how 20, 30, 40, 50, and beyond is made. Without a tens place, you can't have a hundreds place. So it goes ones, tens, and hundreds. So this is a 10. But without the 0, the 10 cannot be made. That's why I was saying yesterday that 0 is a very important number that a lot of people forget. You can't make 100 without 2 zeros. You can't make 1,000 without 3. This is a very important number, and a lot of people forget about him. And he goes behind the main number. He's the backup. He's Flavor Flav. He is the backup, so he goes behind. It's very rare that you find him in front unless it's a number less than 1, which you'll learn way in high school. So yes, 0 is always behind a number. So if you want to write 20, 2, and then 0. So 0 is always behind the main number. All right. So that is our numbers all the way to 10. So we're going to work on our envelopes. You can create your envelopes however you want. But what I was going to say is I have some people that I cut out. All right. And let's count how many people these are. 1, 2, 3. All right. There are 3 people. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write my 2 C's. And I'm going to put them in there. Because I don't have to cut out 3 items because there's 3 people on that picture. All right. So you can do that also, which I think is awesome. Or like when you go over here to your if you have these food ones, I don't use them, so they're easy to cut. You can look through here. Oh man, there's 2 sandwiches on this one. Hold on. I'm gonna cut this one out. Okay. So you can see 2 sandwiches. Alrighty. So I'm gonna grab my marker and I'm gonna write the number 2. Okay, because I have 2 sandwiches on there. So you can count the amount or you can cut out the amount. You can count the amount of pieces that are in the picture, or you can cut out 3 pictures if you choose. It is completely up to you. It's based off of your creativity and what you like to do. So I like to count people. I think it's cool. So like, see, this is only 1 little child, and this is 2. 1, 2. I could count that one too, but it looks like they're more talking to each other. Alrighty. So you could do that. Completely up to you. Over here, it looks like there's 5 sandwiches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like it's 5 sandwiches. Oh man. And you do not have to go in order. You just have to go 1 to 10. All right. Because 0 is nothing in our envelope. Okay. So I'm going to get another envelope. I'm going to put the number 5. Now that's a hard one for me to write upside down. I promise it is. Alrighty. So I'll put my little 5 in there. So I'm looking for a 4 now. Okay. Is there anything that has 4? No. It looks like I'm going to be cutting out a couple things. Alrighty. So you can continue to do this all the way to the number 10. And I think it's really fun for kids to cut things out and count them. So right now I'm going to cut out 2 burgers twice. Okay, so I can have my 1, 2, 3, 4. So now I have 4 burgers. And now I'm going to write number 4 on one of my envelopes. Okay. I don't know why. Alright. I'm going to put that in. Okay. And then you could do that all the way up to the number 10. So far I have 1 burger, 2 sandwiches, 3 people, 4 burgers, and 5 sandwiches. All right, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now what I want you to do with your parents, I want you to go all the way up to the number 10. And for my advanced group, I would like you to go all the way up to the number 20 with your note cards. All right. I will also post my creations on my Instagram, and I'll put my URL thing at the bottom. I think it's called a URL. I am not tech savvy, guys. I apologize. So I'm going to do that so you guys can also see what I'm creating off of these lessons as well while I'm at home. I want to thank you so much. I hope this brightens your day. I hope this gives the kids something fun to do, especially when it's scissors. They love cutting. And also what I was going to say is if you wanted to use the glue, another way to do this, completely forgot, was to glue the piece to the back. Instead of putting it inside, you are welcome to do that as well if they would like to use glue and if they would like to use tape. Okay, so 2 sandwiches. Okay. And they are welcome to design their envelopes whichever way they want. If they would like to color and change what the envelope looks like if you don't have blank ones. Alrighty. So they can definitely color them. I think I want to look like a pumpkin today. Let's see. Okay. Ready? Alright, so they could do that. In the front, they could write the number 1 as well. O-N-E. They can write it as well. They can write their name on the front if they like. Practice their name writing. Okay. So there's tons of things that you can be creative with, all right? So don't let me limit your creativity on your envelopes. And I will also put my email below, or you can DM me the pictures of the creations that you guys made, just so I can see them. But yeah, thank you so much. You're amazing. Have a great day.